Today's objective is simple, but potentially deadly, and a gamble. It's the fire department in Rosewood, and we, in this beautiful game called Project Zomboid, are going to be walking over there and trying to extract any loot we can. There's the danger. Gonna have to deal with them in some sort of a way. I'm just hoping this is not going to be as bad of a fight as I think it could be. We're set up in the base just down north from here, so pretty much walking distance, not far. Let's see what we can do around here. The gamble part of this entire thing is the fact that it's all open. And to do it safely, I guess level up in between and then get home with all the loot. God, I hope that we find an axe in here. We have some fireman gear here. We can take that apart and get good thread out of it. Trying to work on my blades, as you can see. The level up was definitely useful. There we go. We're doing that a lot better than I thought we would. Let's see if I can loot this without dying. Oh. Yeah, we're fine. Oh, I don't know if we want to loot that. But I definitely want to loot this fire department, because I want to get started on some building in our new base. And by building, I mean just making it safer with a nice fence. Luckily, there's not too many zombies here. Before, when we were sitting around town, I actually thought it would be a lot worse. There we go. We got another pair of fire pants. Man, this game's been keeping me on edge. And I've been loving every part of it. I'm actually... Damn, I was full on expecting to have like a heist-worthy fight here. But it seems that things are pretty calm around here. I think it's wise that we clear the entire area. To some, this is a amazing base location. And I wouldn't blame you. I know in Build 41, a lot of people loved building here. To be honest, it's not actually my favorite. I prefer smaller, tighter spots. I don't know why. I prefer having a little compact base. I can make it feel a lot more cozy, a lot faster. There we go. We have another one on the side. And I think that's going to be it for all of these guys. Heist complete. Almost. Definitely taking it slower in my approach here. I'm usually rushing into things a little too fast in this game, and that ends badly. You know, with our previous character, Walton, we ended up going out because of me rushing rather than just taking a chill. It's a damn shame that this thing is broken down, man. I was really hoping to find some good loot here, but I don't think that's going to be the case now. Oh. Is it worn? Oh my god. Well, maybe we'll be able to take out, like, what, one tree with this? Oh, another worn one. Wait, hold on. We're good. It's just a handle on this one. Alright, well, there's still hope. We might find a little bit more. Another dull one. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. At this point, you take what you can. Some epoxy, too. I see another axe. Oh, an actual pristine one. We actually have a bunch of these firefighter clothes here, so I'm not going to end up taking most of them. I think we'll just wait for it until we get here with a vehicle so I can take all this stuff with me. I think that's a bottle of rubbing alcohol. Oh, this is actually pristine loot. I'm surprised. This ended up being a lot more successful than I thought it would be. Damn. Let's go. Not bad at all. I think I saw a sports bottle there. Yes, I did. I'm a fan of these. They're a very good way of carrying water. Whistle's definitely good for crowd control. I gotta say, I totally expected to get pretty much nothing out of that. I'm gonna be honest, I wanted to set that as the entire goal of the of the playthrough in this episode, and that ended up going way more smoothly. It actually wasn't that challenging. Looks like we are gonna do a little bit of fighting. I'm gonna drop this. Let's test how good the axe is. Granted, it is in very bad condition, but I've never really used an axe as a weapon. I've always kept them because I thought they were much more handy as a tool than a weapon. Definitely does a lot of damage. That's a very decent weapon indeed. Oh! Did not expect him to be there. I know it's not advised that I fight like this. And I never usually will. But I did not want to take that off. I'm gonna have to check the muffler on this thing. I have a feeling that these guys are getting attracted to it for some reason. No idea why. They just always seem to make their way to this car. Every time I go near it, there's a group of zombies sitting by it. Actually, one of you pointed out in the comments that the reason why they're appearing is because I chose the Speed Demon trait, which makes a character drive at a much higher RPM, therefore making a lot more noise when you're driving. The crowds around the vehicle are really an effect of that, rather than the muffler being broken on it, because I believe the muffler on that car was pristine. So this is our haul today. We've got some, well, mostly fire axes actually, surprisingly. One full good looking one with actual sharpness and stuff to it. And then two pretty bad looking ones, but this one has the benefit of actually having a decent axe head on it. So we're going to go ahead and sharpen that up to the max. And we're going to repair that. And we're basically going to have two fully working axes and two slightly whack ones, I guess. I think if I grab a hammer, I'm going to be able to take this apart. There we go. And now all we're going to need is a nice, large handle. How do I make myself one of those? So we're going to need a plank. Interesting. I think I had one somewhere. I'm pretty sure we don't actually have one. I reckon we're going to put one of these axes to use, and we're actually going to take down some trees first. The one thing that definitely sucks is how heavy this damn axe actually is. When you don't carry it, it's 3 unequipped. That's ridiculous. If you're using that as a normal weapon just to like get around, I think you're gonna have a pretty tough time with it, not gonna lie. All right, let's go and take down some trees so we can begin Seb Productions Co. And we can actually get a little further in this playthrough. Okay, our boy's definitely put in a lot of work. Look at all these freaking logs that we just got out of that. Now, speaking of objectives and goals, I want to go ahead and explore this area a little further now, because our main goal is complete, which was to go over to this fire station here and grab all the stuff from it. Now the main thing we got to do is get the police station, but I reckon it will be smart if we start looking around for some food. Our food supplies are extremely low, and if we're going to make it, we're going to need to get something, at least something, a little bit of food. Let's go ahead and gather all these pieces of wood. This is probably the most efficient way to be gathering wood in this game. Let's see, can we get one more? No, we can't. Now, when I found this place, we were extremely lucky enough to get a wooden saw in here. It's about half the quality, but it's better than nothing. So I'm not going to complain at all. We can make some planks out of this, and we can begin to start construction projects. And most importantly, we can fix up those good old axes. So that's going to be priority number 1. And I'm going to throw the rest of this on the floor. And let's go ahead and carve ourselves a large handle. And now I should be able to take this and assemble myself a brand new firefighter axe. Now we have 2 in pretty good condition. That's an achievement right there. Go on, name another survival game that lets you do that. Look at the amount of detail in this game. That is why I love every second of this. Every single time I play it. It's always just got something for me to be enjoying in one way or another. It's such a blessing. And if you're not playing this game, I don't know what you're doing, man. All right, in terms of safety perimeter, I say we start small. And I say we start by doing a little wall here. I know we, of course, have the window there, which isn't... It's not exactly safe not having one there. But afterwards, I'll do a small one here, and we'll try and make a chicken coop in here. So we'll attempt to secure some chickens ASAP. And what we'll do in the morning is I'll go ahead and start looking, because we need to start looking. Because our food supplies, we're peckish. And when we're peckish, it's bad. And the problem is, we don't actually have anything. Let me go check the food stores and see if anything inside this base, or this little cabin that we have set up, will provide me with some sort of sustenance. I've come up with an idea on how to get sustenance. First, we shall gather some water, and this is exactly why it is that I wanted to be so close to here. Also, do you reckon now is a good time to do a little bit of fishing? After I make what I need to make, we might check for it. If you go around 6 in the morning, I think that's like the best time to be fishing. We got our bucket full of water. Let's put that down here. And then we have to get our magical ingredient, Mr. Milk Powder. Maybe I must have it in my inventory. Huh. I believe I know what we need to do. Let me see if I'm correct. Make bucket of milk. This is exactly what we needed. Ladies and gentlemen, we have sustenance. We have animal's milk in a paint bucket. But now, what we must do is transfer such a liquid into a container which allows us to drink it. Let's see if we can chug that down. Isn't that a beautiful sight? And we also have plenty more to use. Morning is upon us. I let my boys sleep in a little longer, just because we kept them up so late. Today's objective will be rather simple, and we take it one day at a time in this place. That's how we do it. With the foggy atmosphere, I don't think there's a point of building right now. I think our objective should look a little bit more explorer-like, which is also a terrible thing to do in such weather. But I want to have a look around here, as I want to set 2 objectives now, and I'm actually going to try and do that here. There we go. Number 1 is find animals for food. Find a old stove. Because this looks like a nice rural area to basically find ourselves 1 or 2 of those things that I mentioned. Our knife is nice and sharp, so I think we can go ahead and travel down. Now, animal-wise, I'm hoping to find some chickens. I also know there's some pigs around here, which is also good, but my butchering level is terrible right now, so I wouldn't want to waste such a divine animal in this game on such little food. So I'm going to go ahead and check this spot out, which is the spot I mistakenly took as our base in the previous episode. It's open, so I don't know if that's a good thing. I can hear zombies. I don't know where they are. Very worried about where this banging noise is coming from. They must be upstairs. Be very careful. Alright. We got to jump on her. London treatment. And we're good. Take the opportunity to drink a little. Ooh, nice. Always nice to have some extra storage capacity whenever you need it. I see the sheets. We're definitely going to take those. Let's pray that the lady had some food in this house. That would be even better. I'm not just after her sheets. I would appreciate an unrotten chicken leg. Oh, she absolutely was loaded. Greedy. All of that for herself. Stale potatoes, also pretty based. We can throw those into a stew when we find a, what's it called? A pot, which funny enough, I found one before and I left it somewhere. And I also can't remember where it was exactly now. And another thing, I'm gonna yoink real quick whilst no one's looking. Promise you guys won't snitch on me. I'm gonna steal this. Perfect. All right, let's go check out the garage as well. That one's locked, so I don't know if it'll have anything. Hello there, zombie. Hello, 2 zombies. A nice trick you guys taught me earlier on, especially in the Discord, was if you spam E, you actually end up stabbing a little faster or hitting a little faster. I believe it's a glitch, so use it if you want to, but whilst it's here, I'm gonna make use of it. I think I see a chicken coop, guys. The only other thing I want to see is some chickens now. Alright, I was hoping to try and do a little stab there, but I went about it the complete wrong way. I see chickens indeed. We have a cockerel. I'm gonna pet you. Probably gonna scratch me when I take him to base. And we have a chicken. This is ideal. What is that? Why is there movement there? Didn't happen to be a zombie there, was there? I thought I was about to go stab in a tree, so... Perfect. Let's see if the hutch has any eggs for us. This is what success looks like. And our goals have become extremely... Oh no! No! There's dead hens on the floor. Oh no. Dude, that's sad. God awful. Alright, well... Our objectives just became 5 times clearer. We need to go ahead and build the chicken coop, and that is priority numero uno right now, because that is sustainable food for the winter. And sustainable food is exactly what we need right now. I'm gonna set up a grill right outside the base, so we can do some nice cookouts. Oh, that looks great already. Let me throw a plank in here. I know that's not the best use of my wood, but for now it will have to do. Oh, that's lovely. We're gonna actually have some decent food going. I reckon here is exactly where I'll build the chicken coop, and we'll start off by making fences rather than going straight for the walls there. I think the walls will have to come a little later. I wanted to build somewhere ideally where there's no windows, so we can secure it more. But I think we'll just end up doing a wall here anyway. So I'll do a small coop just about here. So I completely forgot that we need a level 3 carpentry to do that. So I think we're gonna have to start by building fences, which I also need to be carpentry level 3 for. Thus, we're gonna begin by building walls. The plans have changed. I think that's better. There we go. That's... Wait. Is that not... Oh, that's carpentry level 3. Perfect. That was a lot easier than I thought. We're going to build the hutch right where the window should be. And thus, we eliminate the danger of something walking through the window. Perfect. It's going to be a rather small project at first, but I hope we can expand it eventually to provide the chickens with a much better home. Oh no, I'm out of planks. I think we're just about to get enough. Alright, and now we should go ahead and build ourselves a feeding trowel. And we're also going to need a water one, since this is no longer a nice little fence. No longer next to water like Walton's was. And then we're going to carry all the feed in here, and we're going to do a couple of trips around to grab those chickens. Alright, so the little rest is up, which is perfect because even the fog is starting to die down. Our little house is already taken up construction, and some of the most important things are being done. Straight up just being done. So let's go ahead and travel upwards again to grab those chickens. I'm even thinking, is it worth driving? Maybe I should just walk it there, because it's like literally right there. What is that? It's a bunny rabbit. Dude, come here. Come here, dude. No, I petted it. No, I thought it was picking up. Come back, dude. Come back. No. The grass got me. Oh, man. I think we're going to go for the rooster first, since he's probably going to be the most feisty one out of them all. Luckily, there's no more zombies in the vicinity. I didn't even look into the garage over there. I just found this to be way more exciting. There seems to be a lot more chickens than I thought here. Let's give him a pet before we do anything. And make sure I grab the feed. Although I believe we actually have some feed at base, so not looking too shabby. Alright, let's grab you. I really wish you could pick up more animals. One seems to... Oh my god, there's dead pigs here as well. Why? Is it just a passing of time? Run away. Yo, he's chill. He's actually chill like that. Absolutely need to give you a name. Oh yeah, I didn't build a zone, of course. You shall be called, for the good memories, Walton. That will be your name. I think given how tired we are, we might have to postpone grabbing that chicken till tomorrow. Though I don't really see a problem with walking at night. There doesn't seem to be any zombies around. Though I hope I don't eat my words there. But I think we should be able to get a car, well, at least one chicken over. If we could, of course, grab a chicken and pick them up in the car and put them into the car, that would be useful. But that's certainly not a mechanic this game allows for. Not really sure why you need a trailer for it. You can't just straight up, you know, carry a chicken or carry two chickens. If you ask me, I could carry two chickens. They'd be hard to carry, don't get me wrong, but I could do it. Alright, that's another one. The heist is complete. Run. Sprint away. And there we are. Hello, senorita, I guess. Your name shall be Wilson. No. For good memories on the previous farm. Another successful day in the making. Actual progress being made in our little homestead. And we can happily cross this one off. Or actually, find animals. I'm gonna do this instead. I can't do that. We can just delete it because it's done. So I guess we just hit the remove and we did it. We even get the nice little noise. I reckon it's time to read more Masonry 1 and then head... Okay, don't do that. Read more Masonry 1 and then head right to bed. Here we are in another day. And another day brings opportunity to do more. But today, my friends, my fellow Americans, we bring more chicken. And after we bring more chicken, we go and look for that stove. And then after that, I guess... Actually, first thing I'm going to do is spam some of the electrical stuff before we get any of that done. Because we need to be leveling that up. I have plenty of these digital watches laying around. I actually think they're little random locations. Oh yeah, we've also got the loot that we got. Completely forgot about that. Holy, all the food. I completely forgot about that. Alright, let's go ahead and take all these apart. We're not getting the most electrical out of them, but it's better than nothing. I think we still have a booster on that. Yeah, we do. We need 2 more levels, because I doubt we're going to find a generator magazine right now. I could go into the school, and I was very much thinking about it, but I'm going to leave it for now. I don't know why, I'm just not going to go ahead and do that, because it's risky. And, well, we can take risks. We will take risks. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and just do the things we need to do to set up for longevity. Might as well hit a little bit of exercise. Let's hit the burpees for about 40 minutes. Why not? God, that must have hurt. Let's sit down for a bit. Okay, let's go ahead and grab those chickens. There's the bunny again. This calls for some traps. I think we should set up some wooden traps. There's so many of them everywhere. I'd love to breed some rabbits. I never have in this game. And they are a wonderful source of food as well. Don't let my pet hear that, but just saying. Alright, there's another chicken. We're on the run. Each one of you shall get a name straight away. And you shall be foreshadowing. I don't know if it will be foreshadowing, but we'll see if it is. Seeing these poor pigs is definitely sad, though. Alright, how many more have we got in here? I don't really want to take all of them. I think we have enough. So what I'm going to do, with all respect, you shall be on the dinner table today. And you too, unfortunately. With all due respect again. You always get a pet before that happens. Of course, we have no real way of storing these, so my tactic is going to be just to cook them up straight away. And then whilst we have them cooked up, I'm just going to take some bites out of it as we go along. I think that's the only way of preserving food at the moment, is just to cook it and eat it as soon as possible. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. The only thing is they weigh quite a bit. Now, well, 143 for about 200 hunger is not bad. That's a deal I'm willing to make. Gonna fry them up on the barbecue. Gonna be nice and good. I don't know if this can cook as well. We'll check it. Can you cook? I don't think you can cook chicken feet. I don't know why they give you hunger. I don't really want to eat a raw chicken feet. Though it doesn't seem to say that it's dangerous uncooked, so I say we travel it down to that garage which we were meant to check out, and we'll look there. And then we'll start looking about some of the rural houses here, see if we can find ourselves that old stove. And if not the stove, I think we can find a bunch of other things in there, which will definitely come in handy at some point. This place looks like it's going to have a lot to offer. What's that? Iron band. No idea what that is for. You can make a wooden bucket out of it. That's pretty cool. Thing is, you need 2 of them, and I only have 1, so I instantly don't see a point in it. Boy, another milk powder. That's a good find for sure. Barbed wire, not bad. A worn saw is better than no saw. I see a book. Ooh, not bad, not bad. A spade will come in handy. Agriculture, very good. All right, well, no lighter, but no disappointment either. Very good things. All right, let's go head back down, and then I'll get the car out and we'll start doing a little bit more proper exploring. All right, I'm really liking the way this is going so far. I think the base is nice. We need to continue the building of the fencing just to give ourselves that little added security. Got plenty of stuff to disassemble in the house itself. Actually, should we drive down here first? What is there to offer? This leads towards some sort of house. Very big house. Very big house. That's very big house is boarded up. Yo. Tell you what though, I made a big mistake in not bringing the right tools for the job here. I'll be right back. I will tell you exactly why this is a huge find right now. I believe this is the first... Alright, we're definitely getting some activity already. I believe this is the first survivor house I've actually found. Wait, can I... Alright, well, we're getting a lot of banging around here. I don't even think I found one with Walton, to be frank. This is very scary. They're banging on doors. Hey! We will fight them. I got a good night's sleep, so we shouldn't be seeing that little icon pop up anytime soon. Turns out there's a lot more of them than I thought. Oh my lord. Luckily, the knife is a very good weapon. Oh, that's already big. Where are we getting out of? I was going to take a nice screenshot of this before we did anything. Oh, okay, she's bored. She's gone on to the different place. Alright, this is huge. Very big loot. Let's see if there's any more around here that we need to take care of first. Hey! I was saying something before this, but my mind has gone. Should be able to stab through that, don't you think? Do you reckon she'll be fast enough to break that? Maybe I'll just go ahead and start looting while we're at it. Yo, this guy is looted. He has the goods on him. How much in a duffel bag? 23. Wow, that is a lot of good things in here. Oh, we will definitely be taking a closer look at that in a minute. Oh no, the zombie's bored.
Hey!
Alright, I really need these guys to properly come after me. So I can clear this area up. There's definitely a lot of them in here. We're doing good though. We're doing good. Fantastic. Actually fantastic. No boots without freaking holes in them. Wait, hold on. Let's make sure it's safe before we do that. This place looks so stocked up. What? I already saw a box of shells. This is the mother load. There's a basement in this thing as well. I'm a little worried that there's something else hiding here. Got a couple of mice running around. Yo, nice. Another shovel. This is actually... Oh, that's just gold. Literally gold. Literally just found gold, guys. Oh. Triple make sure that the house is empty before anything. Close doors. Let's check the upstairs. I'm worried that some of the zombies upstairs didn't hear us. God, this couldn't be any scarier. There could definitely be more zombies up here. And there is. I just don't know how many. Oh, big chungus. Do some quick stabbing. Get him killed. Literally playing Resident Evil over here. It's just one. I'm not walking into there. I know this trap, my bro. I know that trap. I want you to come out. Stab, stab, stab. Oh, there's more things in here. There's a hockey mask. Did we check this spot? I think we did already. Oh, this is actually golden loot everywhere. I did not expect that this is what we'd find. Literally all of the stuff you need is right here. Another sewing kit, why not? Backpack's full, we don't care. Hotties magazine, that's for the what's called you know, stress management, melee weapon schematics, blacksmithing, shoulder armor. But we out here looking fresh now. There's still so much downstairs. Let's go deposit all of this in the car so I can take it back home. But what a way to finish up an episode, isn't it? That is pure gold everywhere. Plus this duffel. Let's rest for a second just so I can grab my breath. Didn't mean to drive off like that. And let's secure the rest. Because there was some pretty packed shelves over here. What we got? Circular saw blade. I know that can be turned into a very, very good weapon. Oh. Unbelievable. We just absolutely hit a jackpot with this house. First survivor house of the series. And it's an insane one. And also let's check that fridge. Because that fridge might have good things. Or the kitchen, I mean. No. That is... Didn't even have to raid a gun store. Pretty sure I got more guns out of this than I would have gotten out of a gun store. There's more. There's more. It's never ending. Let's get this back into the car real quick. I know we're extremely tired. And the greed isn't at some unbelievable levels right now. But we need to get all this stuff. Let's travel back home. To think this was meters away from my house. Literally meters away. Guys, look at the mother load. Look at the mother load and tell me that you're not flabbergasted by the sights you see before your very eyes. Can you believe that all of this was in one house? All the maps, schematics, books, gun cases. There's the new rifle, which I heard is actually not the best, but look at it. It has a laser and it's insane. This thing has a laser and a 4x scope on it. And I got 3 mags for it. And look at the amount of shotguns that are here. I believe... Is this one of the new ones? No, I don't think it is. 7.62 rounds go in this thing. And we got a bunch of those as well. We got... Oh no, we got 1 box of them. Never mind. 5.56 though. We got 5.56 in case we end up finding a... freaking M16 again, but... Nah, this is just unbelievable. What a way to finish up an episode. Let's do a quick recap over here. So, first of all, we began the scaffolding construction of our base, but we also managed to gather these guys in this episode. And these guys are going to be the lifeblood of our entire playthrough because they're going to give us vital vitamins right over here in the hutch. Let's have a look. Not yet, because they're a bit stressed out. I get it. You're all good. Don't worry about it, guys. You'll be fine. As long as you stop producing. I think they're all in the animal zone. Yes, they are. As long as you stop producing and you don't just live here rent-free, then we're going to be all good. You don't got to worry about nothing. But we managed to get that done. We managed to get a little bit of looting done as well. The base, this is how it looks at the moment. Nice and cozy. Now we're going to have to build a freaking armory over here. I mean, come on. Come on. Dude, look at this. Actually kitted out. We're just going to be ready to take on any freaking... Alright, I'm spazzing out a little bit here. Sorry, guys. I'm just excited. And plus, we've got that duffel with the 23 storage on it. We're going to eat about a quarter of this chicken. In great success. I'm going to take a picture of this. I hope I caught that just before you put that away. Wow. I'm still blown away. The sheer amount of schematics to learn here is unbelievable. Where is it? Outfit Apocalypse. Let's just like quickly go through them all. Read. It's going to be nice fire fuel. Legalize it as well. Definitely some drug kingpins in here or something. Alright. Let's not carry this on any longer than it needs to be. This has been one of the most successful episodes I've ever freaking done, in my opinion. God, what a beautiful thing. We didn't get the stove, but I don't even care. I don't even care. Would you care if you found all of this in a survivor home? I don't think so. Anyway, guys. With that, me and Sam over here wish you a wonderful, wonderful evening. I want to thank you so much for checking out another one of my episodes. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you're happy with what we have in front of us, because this is the lifeblood continuing the next episodes, basically. This is what's going to keep us going for a while. So I really appreciate you watching. Appreciate you tuning in. And I'll see you in the next coming episodes, whenever that is. Take care of yourselves.